Welcome to edition of Hulk Christopher. Hey, this is Wrestling for Fan 2. We're doing another joint video, and as you probably can tell with the title, we'll just go talking about the first thing that comes to our mind as far as the wrestling business. He wants to start on with the Bray Wyatt situation, so I'll let you start.
The Duck Dynasty ripoff.
That is a good point.
So as many of you know, Bray Wyatt debuted in 2009 as part of NXT2 as Husky Harris, which
did not go anywhere.
Okay, I'm just going to quote his catchphrase, and he was like a tank with a Ferrari engine.
That is true.
I don't know what that is supposed to be.
I don't know.
But I do not care.
But let's get to
now wrestling.
The big
wrestling for fans. The reason why I bring up Bray Wyatt is because of one reason. He has been
monkey in the room.
He has been sending cryptic tweets out on Twitter saying that this is the reason why I'm leaving, that he was sick of being hindered, resurrect Wyatt. Do you think, and he also tweeted out another tweet saying that he was going to go away and find himself. Do you think it could be WWE do you think the WWE is going to get rid of the Bray Wyatt persona, or do you think Bray Wyatt is going away, as in like he's leaving the WWE?
I would be shocked if he left the WWE. I would be shocked if they do away with the Bray Wyatt character completely. What would probably happen, this has happened in the past, a superstar leaves for a couple months and comes back stronger than ever.
But we've seen that multiple times with Bray Wyatt, and he's went nowhere. The only significance he's had in a singles or a tag, what's the word? Singles and a tag aspect is he was a one-time tag team champion with Orton. And he only had a cup of coffee with the WWE Championship.
Think about what we have with the WWE right now. They seem to love three-man teams.
And Harper's not doing anything right now except going
back to NXT.
Going back to NXT.
I expect that to continue until
Rowan comes back.
And he's not on television TV. He's just on house shows for the NXT. So what I would expect that to continue till his partner returned. And what needs to happen, because I don't think his partner is going to return till the shakeup, they need to put Bray on SmackDown with them and reform a modern day version of the family. That way, because when was Bray Wyatt the best? When he was leading a group of people. We don't need them to worry about the white sheep of the group, Strowman. Keep him separate. But we form the original.
But I'm going to argue
family.
That even though Bray was a good leader, his followers did not achieve any success besides Luke Harper being a one-time Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, but they are now tag team champions.
Oh wait, that's
the Bludgeon Brothers.
That's technically not true, because down in NXT,
they were tag team
champions. I completely forgot about that.
Some people get the best success by doing absolutely nothing when it comes to winning belts.
Okay, here's an idea. Dan Spivey.
Okay, keep going.
I'm going to argue that the Bray Wyatt character is what the Waylon Mercy character was supposed to be in the 90s.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
And And so what if Dan, what if Spivey comes out not in, well, he's old.
Yeah, yeah.
And what if he makes a one-off appearance and says, I've been reformed in a way, and now my reformed self is coming back home. Then you hear the Bray Wyatt music, and that's that.
That would be kind of cool. But here's another thing. He does the finisher called Sister Abigail. Have you been watching Impact at all?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen the Su Yung character?
I have. It's creepy.
Think about this. Su Yung contract with Impact expires. I don't know when it expires. I'm just saying, let's go out on a limb. It expires. Why not bring Su Yung as Sister Abigail?
What if that mean Rich Swann is out of a job?
No, Rich Swann is under Impact.
Oh, he's
Impact. That's what I'm saying. He's under a 3-year contract. Just because his wife decides to go back to where he used to be, doesn't mean he's going to be out of a job.
okay.
But I mean, they made it work to when Swann was in WWE. I can see them making it work again by being on separate shows. But think about it. Well, even separate companies should say. Think about that. She would make a great Demon Flash superstar in a woman's body. Think about this. Sister Abigail was supposed to die.
Yes.
Think about the spookiness, even to the point that it would shock even Ray at the beginning with that Sister Abigail. And her character is basically like an Undertaker character, but she does the Man of the
Are
Cross.
you saying Su Yung is a resurrection of Sister Abigail?
Think about that, though. Not a resurrection, but just have her bring a cast that shows, have like a lightning bolt hit it, and then out comes Sister Abigail.
That would work.
And it would give especially with this mismatch challenge that they've been doing, especially if they decide to do a division, which honestly should have happened before season 2 came out. Just saying, they should have announced that the winner would be the brand new champion or something. But maybe they let the 2 winners face off. Don't let Asuka and Miz win the second one. They let the 2 winners face off, and boom, you got the belt.
Yeah.
So let's switch topics.
Okay.
Who owns the rights to War Games? WWE, NWA, MLW. I'm confused.
Oh.
Well, the reason I bring this up, MLW just had their War Games last Saturday. It's gonna be
WWE buyout.
Well, hang on. Let me get to my point before you start interrupting. And it's gonna be on beIN Sports. Here's a shout out for them. At 7 o'clock on Friday, it's gonna be the match beyond War Games. Okay, I had to do that. So here's my thought. War Games was created by Dusty, the American Dream Rhodes in 1986. Right along.
You're right.
It was then known as the NWA Slash World Championship Wrestling in about a year later. In 86, it was NWA. So my thought behind it is that Vince bought everything from 1988 on, which is when Ted Turner bought it. Therefore, War Games would be free for anyone that gets permission by Mr. Billy Corgan, the new owner of the NWA. The MLW did trademark War Games to host those War Games, just last Saturday. So they went through the proper channel. So here's a question: how can WWE and MLW promote War Games at the same time?
Well, we did War Games before MLW did.
And no. For those of you who do not know, the MLW.
What are you talking about now?
Let me finish. I would get ready to that before someone rudely interrupted me. You see what I gotta put up with?
You see what I got to put up with?
But the MLW was a company back in 2003. They was a small. They only lasted about a year and a half. I didn't know this till recently. I did some studying up on them. And they produced and promoted a War Games in 2003. It had,
I did not know this.
I did not either. It had, I don't even remember what was in it, but I know the hardcore, the Extreme Horsemen faction that was part of the ECW, but later, do you want to know why?
Why?
WCW promoted War Games until 1998. Then they relaunched what they call War Games in 2000 in a triple cage. So therefore, WWE is allowed to promote them, same as MLW. My thoughts on this is that the NWA still owns War Games, and Billy Coleman is out to help. So as long as you come and talk to him, unless he wants,
As long as you get the yes from Billy,
you can do it.
you can do it.
And the only way I see him is out to help. I think as long as he has a 6 month space, he's gonna find a way to let you use it.
Okay, let's switch gears to something that's been on my mind ever since I texted you.
Well,
I uploaded a video. Hurricane Rana Funk, where are you getting your information? He replies and said, call it that. Independent wrestlers, and that he works on the independent scene.
he did another video and he said that about it. My problem is not with him posting this news or whatever you want to call it. I have no problem with him.
It's
I
that no
don't.
one can confirm
It's
what he's
that
saying.
he cannot back it up. He cannot send a link, nothing. And this is a direct shout out to you, Hurricane Funk. I am not giving names of someone on who is looking into it for me. That is very, very reliable. I said I wasn't dropping names, but who gives a heck at this point? So, Sean View Entertainment, if you're listening, I am waiting your response on whether or not you found anything, because me and him been in court. We're going to look into it with me, and if he can find it, let me put it this way: if he can't find it, then it's not news. It's just gossip, and these channels are not meant for gossip. They are meant to spread the news to these wrestling fans, to these people that tries to use this. And here I am going on a rant. And I said I wasn't going to do it. But, oh well. These people that if it's just a rumor, then call it such. Do not start your channel or title your news as WWE Breaking News. And here's another thing before you do your thought. How is it WWE Breaking News just because it was a former WWE talent? It has nothing to do with WWE. All In was produced by Cody and the Young Bucks. Mind you, Cody was a former member of the WWE family, but he is not now. So let's just go out on a limb and say he did buy Impact. It would have nothing to do with Impact. Oh, let me rephrase it. Have nothing to do with WWE at all.
Okay. Now, I will agree with everything that Wrestling for Fans has had to say. My problem is with you, Hurricane Rana Funk, that you say things, but you can't back them up. Now this is different than when me and Wrestling for Fans issues a video. We usually say that
A debate.
we debate it, and usually we say where we found our information at. Hurricane Rana Funk does not do this. Hurricane Rana Funk just spouts his mouth, and one of the major headaches that I have is that everything is breaking news to him.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of breaking news, I think of something earth-shattering. I think of something that will shock the wrestling universe to its core.
Well, think about this. Breaking news. I did a video 4 days ago, Saturday, that for those that did not watch All In and have not heard, I'm warning you now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It will be a spoiler. I did a video of Cody winning the NWA World Title. That was shattering, earth-breaking news because Cody had won a title that his dad has won in 79. Yeah, it was only like 8-day reign.
Yeah.
His second reign lasted the longest. His third reign was only 14 days. But that is breaking news. Something that's gonna go, whoa, did that just happen? I'm gonna do this. I said I wasn't, but I am. The beginning of last year. Well, pretty much all this year, up until about 3 months ago. He kept saying, Impact is going out of business. Breaking news. WWE is going to buy Impact. Breaking news. WWE is going to put the network.
He also said Eric.
Impact is going to be put on the net. Then he goes, breaking news. Bischoff is buying Impact. Just for your information, this is directly to you. I emailed Mr. Eric Bischoff moments after I watched your video. And his exact response was, I'm doing what? So I replied, I go, so you're not buying Impact? His reply was, not anytime soon. So I asked you, where you're getting your information at? No reply. So again, I contacted Sean. He didn't know nothing about it, and he still haven't been able to find anything about it.
And if Eric Bischoff confirms it, it's pretty much a done deal.
I have Bischoff's direct email account. He gives it to anyone that can prove they was a WCW fan. Not only do I have Bischoff's contact, I also have his partner in crime, Hogan's, which I don't contact very often. I don't like him. No. But you cannot call it breaking news if you can't back it up. He won't send a link of where you get this if it's on the website. Send the copy of the spread where people can go read it for yourself. It cannot be considered breaking news if they cannot back it up.
And if it is from independent wrestlers and you do work on the independent scene, which I highly doubt you do, just because someone says it does not make it true.
Who do you think rumors start? By someone thinking they are higher up in the food chain than they are.
That's like if someone Googled it, is Sting dead in
Oh my gosh.
and the answer was yes. So someone just clicks off of it and starts saying Sting's dead, and people
Before
like
you know it,
people like you
Steve Borden is getting on, they're going, I'm what? I feel fine. But I mean, that's the problem I have. It's not. See, it'd be one thing if he reported it,
And it happens with a lot of YouTube channels.
It does. I mean,
That's the sad thing about this.
it'd be one thing if he reported it as rumors. But it's always breaking news this, breaking news that. I'm going to break your leg next. It's just stupid stuff. That's the one thing that the internet has really made it bad. It's because nowadays you have to be able to watch what you believe. My brother, for instance, will believe everything you tell him. He calls me all the time when he reads something online. He goes, "Did you know this? Did you verify this information?" Or no, then don't believe it until you can verify it by at least more than one source.
What? Okay.
And people are going to probably say that we are hating on Hello King Funk. I'm going to say right now, I don't hate the guy. He does have some reliable information. The problem I have is just you need to be able to verify your information from at least 3 to 4 sources. That way you can tell us where you get your information to anyone that subscribes to your channel or any channel for that matter. You need, whoever is doing a video needs to be able to verify this information. ProWrestlingNews.com is a good place. Wrestling Zone is a good place to check to see if it's been posted.
Even YouTube.
Any wrestling news sites, YouTube channels that it's being done. If you can verify it, great. I hope that you do succeed in your channels. I hope that whatever you are aiming to do, that you can find some peace in what you post.
Well,
but I am begging you, please start posting stuff that you can verify and post it. That way it can be found by someone that really wants to look. Not just the average person that goes to a channel just to see what they can listen to. Hulk Chris.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to give an example. Remember when I did the video on MVP leaving MLW?
Yeah.
They severed ties?
Yeah.
I did not do enough research on that to make a solid point.
Case. Yeah.
To make a solid case. But I did, however, say that I got this information from I believe it was bodyslam.com. And then when you made your response, you said you'd look into it.
Mm-hmm.
And you did. And
it turned out being the truth. But the case is, just because one news site or one YouTube channel says it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. I mean,
and the Bray Wyatt information that's been going all over the internet.
So I don't remember who it was, but there was a case about a superstar who was supposed to be dead. I don't even remember the superstar now, who it was, but it turned out to be a lie, to the point that he was hospitalized. So that part was right, but he was still alive. And he winded up, I think it was Flair that they were talking about. And he winded up recovering fully and getting released. Think about that. That was a awful, awful time for him. Especially when he found out about it.
Yes.
Because, like I said, I want to say it was Flair. Again, that's just speculation on my part. It's not facts by any means. And
if we say it's not fact, we will tell you straight up. This is just rumor. This is just being talked about. But with but with other wrestling channels.
Okay, now I gotta step in for a minute.
Okay.
I am currently on ProWrestlingNews.com for those that would like to see it. It's a Jeff Hardy tease. Jeff Hardy took part in a media call this week to promote Sunday's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view at Wrestling Incorporated. It's Wrestling Inc., but if you type in Pro Wrestling News, it gives you a bunch of options. Just look for the one that has Wrestling Inc., and you'll be able to find this. It's right now the third news site, or the third one you can click on the site. Okay, well, Sunday Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Wrestling Incorporated, was on the call. Below are the questions I asked Jeff Hardy. Question 1. Jeff, you're the most recent addition to the list of Grand Slam champions in the WWE in the modern format. Looking back at what you accomplished so far in the WWE, what's your next aim or ambitions to achieve in the company? Answer. Well, you know it's coming up really soon. I mean, it's just days away, and I've been talking about it for the last 8 years. The one thing I've never done in WWE is participate inside the cell. And here we are. I'm in the Hell in a Cell with Orton, and so I've been asking for it, and the time is now. I have seen what I can do inside there. It's going to be very memorable. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
What was? Yeah, this sounds like he got something planned. I do something that people won't forget. That want to knock off my list as far as things that I want to do. I was going to ask you a question now. I was going to ask you that. You previously talked about wanting to participate inside the cell match, something you never have participated in. Is there anything else on your bucket list you want to cross off before you call it a day? I would like to win the world title again, for sure. That's probably the main thing back when me and my brother returned at WrestleMania 33. We won the tag team championships. I'd be good now that we are doing solo deals in single competition to be the world champion again. That one thing for sure. I'm looking for the one that they're talking about. But give me just a second. I'm looking for the actual question that I want to read to y'all.
Okay, so
Go ahead and talk for a minute.
okay, it does sound like Hardy does plan on doing something, and I still say it's going to be jumping off the Hell in a Cell. That's the only way I can see this Hell in a Cell match being unforgettable. Putting Orton through the cell, that's a close second.
Okay, this is the question I want, and he's actually teasing. All right, here's the. Now that we're back, this is the one I really wanted to touch on. Finally, I got to ask. This is the Pro Wrestling News Incorporated asking a question again about something. The fans were expecting to see when you return to the WWE with Vulcan Matt returning to his Vulcan universe. While we've seen a few glimpses, was there any discussion about Brother Nero on WWE programming, and if there were a chance the WWE fans can see the alter ego of Jeff Hardy? Yeah, I think so. I mean, I kind of feel like me wearing the face paint now and breaking out the white contacts is like a motherfucking version of Brother Nero, and they might take a completely drastic turn this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. Again, this is just rumors at the moment. Do not take this for fact. I might really go all out as Brother Nero, and who knows, you might even see Willow. He may pop up here from the broken universe. Anything is possible. Again, I want to specify, this is just an interview, and he's just talking. So if he does not show up, don't get mad, because this, as of right now, this is just a rumor.
Okay, let's change gears.
Mm-hmm.
All In was a great show.
I'm kind of glad you touched it. Keep going.
Do you think that, now I'm not going to say that Evolution is going to be anywhere close to All In,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
but how do you think Evolution will do as a WWE first time only female pay-per-view.
You know, that would have been a great time for them to finally launch the tag division that everyone knows is just a matter of time. I do know they have sold 7,000 tickets of the 10,000 plus that they can fit in the building they got set up. I do know we got 4 women's title matches.
I read that the rest of the tickets were split amongst tickets
to family.
Not to family, but ticket sellers, ticket vendors.
Yeah, and they still got well over a month, so they prediction is that they will sell out. They got 4 title matches. We do know. We got legends returning. We do know. I expect that Beth Phoenix will probably be part of the commentating team. That will probably be her role. Michelle McCool have been confirmed. Lita have been confirmed. Trish have been confirmed and is booked in the match already. You're going to see some legends pop up that you probably haven't even seen. The rumor is that Vince McMahon has even reached out to AJ Lee.
But I think
that's just a rumor. So again, just a rumor as of this time because it cannot be confirmed. I think it's going to be a good show. I think they will keep it to a 3-hour format, not try to go 4.5 to 5 hours like they seem to be doing now. Of course, once we get the final call, we'll probably do our own prediction show. I would like to see a title change.
But is Nikki Bella the
I ain't talking about
Oh.
any particular title. I'm just saying I would like to see at least one title change. Maybe Toni Storm from the UK brand wins the UK title.
I know we have an NXT women's title match.
We have a Raw, SmackDown, and both NXT belts is on the line. All 4 belts.
That's a lot of titles.
All 4 titles. So I would like to see at least one title change. My prediction is maybe we won't get one. But I know we were arguing a while back. This dispute was that the champion just won the belt. All the women won the belt the same week of all current champions.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. The NXT title was won the night before SummerSlam. SummerSlam, we had our 2 champions. And then the UK title was tournament finals was just doing the set of tapings. So it was within a span of 10 days, all our titles. So we can't go with that rule of thumb. The NXT title will be the best option if they are getting. I would like to see Toni Storm win it. She's good, but she was injured, so WWE wasn't sure how long she was going to need out. So they probably didn't let her win it because the company she works for in the UK is the one that announced that she was injured, but she is now back. Because
and speaking of injuries, I guess the rumor that Seth Rollins,
I think that it was
may have been injured. I think we can all sweep that under.
I mean,
the
he
bed.
might have been injured, but it wasn't severely enough that he needs time off, so we can just scratch that up.
Yeah.
But I do know that we're gonna have to cut this one because I know your granny's gonna be getting here, and I would need to get out of your parking spot.
Yeah.
But with that said, a final note. My final note will be this. I know that we said a lot of things containing videos that it's being classified as breaking news reports. But unless you are willing to back it up with where you read this at, post it as well, then don't classify it as breaking news. Classify it as just rumors. With that being said, this is Wrestling for Fans. He is Hardcore Christopher. We will be catching you on the flip side till we meet again. Cheers.
Keep it hardcore, everyone.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get a response to that one. I will be very shocked if we don't.